Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I hope everyone's having a good day. Um, it's quiet right now, but in about 15 minutes you're going to hear my youngest son come downstairs because he takes a class for the SAT. He's my youngest, so this is the last time we're doing this. And I'll be glad when that's over. Kind of like when my youngest, when he went to get his driver's license and he passed the test and everything, and I was like, okay, that's the last time I have to do that. So anyway, so you're going to hear some noise here in about 15 minutes. He's on the phone right now with a college that wants him. Yeah, that's coming up, so that's going to be I'll be an empty nester in about 9 months probably. So anyway, so we're going to make two cards today. These two right here, they both have snowflakes on them. And they're obviously very different. This one is, not your traditional colors, and this one is, a little more elegant, I guess I want to say. This is sort of whimsical looking, and this is more elegant. So we're going to do both of those. It's not going to take very long. I die cutted just about everything, especially for all the trees and everything, because you don't want to sit there and watch me die cut 6 trees. So, all right, so let's get started. All right, move my mouse. So we're going to start with that one here. I'll show them to you this way because it always looks a little better. See. Okay, so we're going to do that next. So what I've got here is these trees are from the Festive Friends dies. Those are the ones with the Santa and the elf and the snowman and all that. And it's this die right here. So what that die does is when you die cut it, this middle part comes out. So I just kind of had an idea that I was going to do 3 different colors, and I was going to change it up so that they all had a little bit, they were all had 2 different colors on them. And why I did that was I have this in my color charts and everything. These are fantastic. So let's see, did I go to Petal Pink? I think I did. Yeah, so I went to Petal Pink because I wanted to use Petal Pink, and so it's I used this one, which is Lemon Lolly and Bubble Bath and Petal Pink. So that's how I got that. So I have that. You can download it, you can print it. I just cut them out and then punch a hole in them and put them on this little type of ring. I used to laminate them, and it got too complicated. And they change them every year because obviously the end colors change. And so I'm like, I'm just going to print it and then just not laminate it. So what I did with those, I had to use adhesive sheets, okay? Because those little pieces, the middle of that tree is so tiny that you're just never, you could use glue, but it would just become more messy. So I've got them all ready to go. But first thing we're going to do, this is the snowflake paper. I think it's Snowflake something. It's an online thing. See if you can see it. See, it's got snowflakes on it like that. There's obviously, this is the embossed side, that's the debossed side, but we're just going to color that a little bit with balmy blue. Just a little bit. I just wanted to give it a little bit of a background. I don't even have a paper over here, so just a little bit of a background. You don't have to go all the way to the bottom because we're going to put something there on the bottom. You're using lots of die cuts for this one. Okay, so just to give just a little bit of color. Actually, I'll go down a little further because what we're putting on the bottom isn't very tall, so. Or you just do the whole thing. You could do that because you could flip this. Like if I'm sure if you guys use the blending brushes, sometimes you can make a mistake with them. And so then you can just because they look the same no matter which way you have it. So, okay. So for this little, I wanted to make it look like a snow hill, is the velvet paper, which is also online. And the die that I used for it is the Light and Wonder. I used this one, which I used that in my live last week when we made the shadow cards. I was thinking, I didn't even get my die cut machine over here because I'm like, I don't think I have to die cut anything. I gotta die cut that. Okay. My room's not very big, so it's not real complicated for me to forget something. When I used to have classes, I always forgot something, but it was always nice because they were at my house, so I didn't have to, no, I think I did it this way. Yeah. It was always at my house, so if I forgot something, it wasn't that big a deal, because my stamp room was right there. All right, so I just want to put it as close to the top as I can, because I don't want, this is 1 inch by 5 1/4. And I just didn't want to lose a lot of it. So this is the only thing we're die cutting. All right, because I die cut all of it ahead of time. So there's our cute little snow hill. This is supposed to, like when I did, which one is it? Oh, it's this one. I used it for that and to make it look like water. So there you go. You could use it for water or snow, or you could do it for grass, or you could do it for anything. All right, I'm gonna go put this back because this thing's big and takes up a lot of room. All right. So it will go on like that, and now we're going to start assembling the trees. I need my, I didn't get out any of this stuff. Well, I am going to need some glue too for that. Oh no, where is that? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to dump all these out. I've also got that Wonder, that's from the Christmas words, big old die, and there's the embossing folder, so you can emboss and die cut at the same time. It's the hybrid. So there's lots of options on here. I keep this, like I just die cut a piece of paper with it, and I keep it in there, so when I'm making a card, I can use that as a template to see which words will work on whatever card I'm making. So I liked Wonder. I thought that was appropriate for this card. So, and I did it with the silver foil. So there's that. Okay, so I've got 2 trees in Bubble Bath, 2 in Lemon Lolly, and 2 in Petal Pink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out. This is the part that gets really complicated. And I just like to keep them, see, you can tell that they're really, really skinny. So I like to keep them all together and in a place where I know where they are, because I did lose one time, and I mean, I could not find it anywhere. So I had to die cut it again, and then I found it later. It was sticking to the back of another piece of paper that was on my desk. I've lost dies, and I mean, I always find them. I've never lost one permanently. Oh, see that one? I took it off in the backing to the adhesive sheet, so this one's already sticky. A lot of the dies that I lose for a second are on the back of my phone, because my iPhone is one of the newer ones, so it's magnet on the back, so it always does that. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this down. Oh gosh, come on. Okay, there it goes. Oh. Okay. All right. And I'm gonna start with Petal Pink. I knew this was gonna happen. It's gonna be, I think it's hard to get it off of this. Wait till I have to do that part. I'm using this, I'm paying attention to this because to get them all on there, I had to reposition them when I was originally making it because it wasn't, enough room, or they weren't equal on the sides. That's kind of nice about the adhesive sheets, and the fact that this is kind of embossed, so if you put it down and you want to move it, you still can. I don't think like forever, but you can do it for a little while. Oh, that was cute. This one is all, ooh, this one is all die cuts, and the second one the other one we're making is lots of stamping. Okay, then back to Petal Pink. Oh, come on, start down here. I need to get one of my tools to help me peel all of it, especially on that stuff. All right. Oh, and don't forget, tomorrow, Wednesday the 22nd through Friday the 24th is free shipping. That's huge. don't really need any more stamps and dies. I mean, I bought, like, from the mini catalog, I bought everything I wanted. But I will definitely get some cardstock and some adhesive, the tear and tape, which we're using on the second card. Oh my gosh, come on. Here. Like this. Oh, that was easier. Okay. All right. Aren't they so cute? They just, especially when they're going over the embossed paper, sometimes they're like, they don't want to stick. All right, now here's the fun part. So, I mean, you could do this card. I was going to do another one, and I was going to do it, the exact same one with, like, different colors, like your more traditional colors, like red and green and gold. I was going to do that, but I ran out of time. So, all right. This one already has, it already came off. So, okay. So, and then the next one, that is Bubble Bath. It's this one. Oh, yeah. Got it the first try. Okay. I'm going to get my block to sit on top of these after I get all of them in there, because see how it gets, it's because it's so small. Oh, the last one I got. Oh, okay, I got it. You can hear my son moving around. His bedroom is right above me. What time is it? Yeah, he's got to leave soon. Okay, and then Bubble Bath on that one. Okay. And then petal pink, we're almost done. So you could do, my point was that I was going to do another one with different colors, is that you could do this with any colors and it would look cute. All right, last one. Okay, that was much easier than I thought it was going to be. It's so small. Okay. That's the sticky side. Okay. So I got my Wink of Stella here, and so don't put your Wink of Stella on the velvet, okay? It does not look right. Well, mine, when it first came out, there was a lot in there, and it went on the velvet, so I had to replace that. So I'm just going to put it on the bottom of the trees like this. See, lots coming up. It's just a little bit, it's kind of subtle, but it makes it really pretty. Okay, all right, gonna get my block to put on top of that. Oh, I got another one. I have at least 2 of every block because they're great for this. All right, so Wonder, I showed you what that was from, and then the little thing that's underneath it, this is something new that if you're not a demonstrator, you can order it next month, November, and it has a stamp set that goes with it. We used it on that sailboat card. All different kinds of thanks, happy birthday, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to use the biggest one, the middle one. And then we're just going to glue him on top of that. And then we got some embellishments to put on the trees, and then we're done. All right, come on. There we go. Now I hear him coming down the stairs. So it just makes it stand out a little more. For the little circles on top are these that come with that Traditions of Christmas. This is traditional sparkling sequins. This, I think, is balmy blue. I could be wrong. Let me see if I've got... no, it's back there. I think it's balmy blue, but I thought blue, since that's a different color than all of them. Okay. So using the smallest ones down here. These are so pretty. They're real flat. They're not, they're sparkly on both sides. I mean, but they have adhesive on one side. I just said that and I thought of something, a card to make. Maybe that'll be my next week's live. I typically don't make the decision until Mondays. I was like, I had a good, easy kind of week, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to plan it, and now I started planning it on Monday. Yeah, he's down here, now he's picking up the dog. Oh gosh, no. Bye. Careful. And now he's eating a cookie. Okay, so got petal pink here. Oh, that's still come out. I tried it with lemon lolly and bubble bath and everything, and I really liked it with the petal pink the best. I don't know. Okay, and then just basic white. Okay. Sorry, I gotta pick it up so I can look at it eye level. Okay, so there you go. It's pretty easy. It's all die cuts. I mean, you might want to stamp something on the inside, you know, or you could use one of those other words from the dies and put it on the inside. So I do that a lot. I typically have several cards that I end up, nothing's on there except die cuts. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So yeah, let's see. It's only 2:21 my time. So that only took 21 minutes. And this one will take a little longer, but not too long. I'm using lots of stuff on this one, okay? Lots of stamps, lots of dies. Here comes my box. It's huge. Okay. So the background is the falling snow. That right there, those branches are from Branching Out. I love that stamp set. And then the Merry Christmas is from Traditional Labels. Okay, so I'm going to be using my Misty quite a bit. I've got stuff already cut. What I'm using is the Misty Moonlight two-tone, okay? So I'm going to use the dark side, and we are doing lots of embossing too. So we're going to do the snow first. All right. All right. So when you're using, if you have, you know, the Stamparatus, which I do have one of those, which is so good, but when you're using a big background stamp like this, you cannot put your paper here, or because there's edges to the whole thing. So so you have to put it more towards the middle. So I just have what I do is, you could use Post-it notes or whatever. I'm going to just put some tape on the back of it. This should, yeah. Okay. So we're going to ink it up with Versamark. Why do I have silver? Oh, I know why. Yeah, we're doing tons of stuff. So I'm inking this up with Versamark. We're using, for the embossing powders on this, we're going to use white, clear, and silver. Okay. I think it's on there. Of course, I have all the dust on there, so that's okay. I think it's all on there. If it's not, then we're gonna have to do it again. But all right, I'm gonna move this actually while it's here. I'm gonna clean it off because a lot of times I forget about that. And typically with especially with the rubber stamps, you can clean them off 2 days later and it'll still come off. But so this is a really good stamp for backgrounds, especially for Christmas. Of course, I am in Florida, so we don't have snow. Sometimes some parts of it have a little bit, but it's rubber, so that means it is going to retire. So if you really like this, I mean, it is so pretty. The background, it's so pretty. but it will be going away. All right, this is white, right? Yeah. It did get all of them. Oh, I knew some of this probably went out. Okay, and then I think I got all of it. Okay. All right, let's get my heat going. This is just hard to tell if it's doing it or not. It's easy on the bigger snowflakes, but the little ones, I'm like, is it? So we're gonna find out. Alright, sorry, I just have to take it over here and see. I think I got everything. I think I did. It's gonna look good though, even if you're covering up a lot of it anyway. Okay. Alright, so there's our background. I want that to be the top. So the other thing that we're going to do to this, if you can see my card, you can see the silver on the top and the bottom. And this is with tear and tape. Okay, so actually, let me get... my paper towels are a mess because I keep paper towels in here, and one time they fell out, and my certain puppy had fun with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it right on the bottom and have a little that hangs over, because we're gonna wrap that around it so it this is right. Okay, good. All right, so push that behind there, and then I'm gonna get my envelope and make sure it's nice and flat on there. And then we do the same to the top. I started off with just the bottom, and then I was like, no, I really like, I wanted it on both. Oh, wait. All right. I think I saw a video, I think it was Stampin' Up, talking about using your tear and tape with embossing powder, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. I didn't know that. And it works really well, and you'll see, because we're going to get ready to do it. What's going on here? Okay. That one, I don't want. sure I got it on there right. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we're going to use silver. Yeah, that's so small. And now I'm going to take the backing off. This is easier than little trees. Okay. You could do this with gold, you could do it with bronze, I mean you could do it with white or black or whatever. See? Okay, now watch. This is really cool. It goes really fast. Isn't that cool? So there you go. That's how you do that. Pretty easy. You could do lots of stuff. I mean, oh yeah, just tons of stuff. But that's a cool little technique. Okay, so for the little leaves here, so it looks like the ornament is hanging from. That is from the Perfectly Pears. It's this one right here. And then the ornament, the big circle, is from the Ornamental Christmas, this big round one. But I've already die cut that. So the leaves, that's Lost Lagoon. And then the circle, this is some of the new online paper that if you're a demonstrator you can already get, but if you're not, you can get it next month, November. So it's got some texture to it. I just really love that. So, and then the top of the thing, of the ornament, I used silver foil. Okay, so the stamps, that's from the branching out. I have this one and then this. And so what I'm going to do is, with pecan pie, I am going to, and I just use like this part right here. Ooh, gosh, that's a lot. I pressed down too hard. Hopefully this doesn't mess it up. We'll find out. Okay, so, is that right? Yeah, do it like this, I think. Okay. Oh, good, it worked. All right. I'll go ahead and clean this too. I hate it when I get ink all over my blocks like that when I'm inking up something. I'm like, what a waste. Okay. And then with Lost Lagoon, I'm going to use for that. And these are going to not completely be on there. Okay. All right. And then we're going to use the Misty again for the sentiment. Typically after I do my live, I just leave everything on this table. That's what I use. I use this table for live. It holds stuff during the week too, but and then I don't even do anything with it until the next morning. So a lot of times my stamps are sitting there with ink all over them. But Okay, so again, I've already put this on there, but I want to make sure, like right there. And the problem is it's going to pull this up, because that's what always happens. Oh, no. I can put a magnet on it, I guess, but it still pulls it up. Gonna move it over a little. Oh. No, that's too far. You could do all this and then die cut the ornament after you did all this, but I just kind of liked it. No, that's not what's going on here. I just kind of liked having the circle already, especially for those little plants and stuff. Yeah, that seems right. Okay. Okay, we are embossing with this too. First, I'm going to do it with Misty Moonlight. Okay. It's going to pull it up. Oh, it didn't. Oh, that's nice. Okay, this is going to look a little different. Okay, so there's that. So then I'm going to clean this off, and we're going to do it with Versamark. So you can see it in the Misty Moonlight. And so I showed this on videos long time ago, how you can emboss any color, but you should have like a tool or something that works like this, because obviously you want it to be in the same exact place. So I'm going to do Versamark. And just do it twice. Okay. I'm surprised it didn't pull it up. It pulled it up on me like a million times so when I was making the original card. Okay, this is clear. So it kind of fades it, but when you use your heat tool, it makes it a little darker. So it's not like the exact same color as Misty Moonlight, but it makes it a little darker, but it's still blue. Let's see if I got everything. Okay. All right, that's the last thing we're doing with the heat tool. So it makes it a little darker than when I first did it, and it makes it shiny, so that's cool. Okay, clear this off. All right, so you could do any color. You could emboss your real red, you could emboss pumpkin pie, anything, if you do it like that. All right, this is really sticky because the tape is on the back. So let's go ahead and put them on. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. And then the Lost Lagoon is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, so we're gonna glue this down. Oh yeah, if I hadn't glued it down, what I did was I just wrapped that around to the back, but I can cut it off because this part's gonna hang off a little bit. So for the free shipping tomorrow, if you really like this background, it is really pretty. That could be one of the things you buy. Okay, this is going to be fun. About right here. There's a dimensional dot right there. What is price? All right, we can glue this down. Actually, I'll just put it right here. Isn't that cute? All right. All right, my scissors. I'm just going to cut this off. Okay, and then this is going, oh no, it wasn't ready yet. I'm going to put dimensionals all over this. This is great when you've got the outside of it. Keep it for that. That's what well, you know what? I think I still have some over here. Well, I got one little piece. I always keep them because they're great for big things like this. I think it's the last one I have. Okay, and then and then the little one there. Okay. Okay, so I love the background stamps, and they're now making them in photopolymer. They weren't before; it was always rubber. And I got one of the new ones. I haven't used it yet, but I'm glad they still have them because that really can change. I mean, it just makes this card. You know, if you did this and the background was just, you know, misty moonlight, you know. Without all those pretty snowflakes, it would look a little different. Okay, so that's it. So 2 snowflake cards using different products, and I loved this. I just thought that was such a cool technique, and you could use it for so many things. And because when I first did it, I did the background, and then I did the ornament and everything, and I laid it down, and it was like, didn't have any, and I'm like, it needs something a little more. It would probably look good even without them, but it just gives it a little extra. All right, so don't forget, free shipping tomorrow, Wednesday, the 22nd through Friday, the 24th. That's huge. You're saving yourself quite a bit of money. I do have rewards. You can find out about that on my website. So depending on what you buy, you just keep track of it, and you earn something free through me when you get to a certain level. So you can check that out. If you've got any questions, let me know. I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you next week. Take care.